Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's yours truly, the Ace, back with another behind the teams. I had to think about it for a second. Behind the teams video. We are here with my boy Rob, who is a long-term Patriots fan. My boy Watts, man. How you doing, my G?
What's up, y'all? It's
You
your boy
doing good, man?
Rob. Yes, sir. My dog is about to chop it up with Dom about these
Okay.
Patriots.
They don't know me as Dom. They know me as Ace. So yeah.
I bet. The
Yeah,
ace.
Rob is a me and Rob have a long-term sports group chat, which I do got to ask you. I want it on record because we do have a group chat that we stay in talking about sports. So at the end of this, I got to mention Patrick Mahomes. I need you to vouch for me as far as I called him. So we'll talk about that later.
That's a
But
fact.
we're
That's
gonna
a
go ahead
fact.
and get into the Patriots, man. Last year, you guys finished at third place in the AFC East. What did you think about as far as overall how you guys did last year?
We finished 9-8, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Look back on the season, definitely did better than most people expected us to do with the whole QB situation at the start of the season with Mac Jones getting hurt, Bailey Zapp coming in for a couple. But yeah, that was a playoff team. People forget Jacoby Myers threw the game in Vegas with the lateral of Chandler Jones. So that 9-8 could have been 10-7.
Oh, dude, I remember that because that hold my bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, that 9-8 could have easily been 10-7. We would have had the Dolphins playoff spot. We beat the Dolphins late in the season. No, it happens. That's football.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Overall, but like I said, how did you think Mac Jones performed last year?
Me and most of Patriot Nation should be. We gotta wipe out that whole last year for Mac Jones. From the top, you have Matt Patricia come in, a former defensive coordinator. He's working on the offense with your boy Joe Judge.
Yeah.
He was set up to
you
fail.
You can have him. You're good. Say keep him over there.
He was set up to fail from the start because
that's for damn sure.
The coaching bottom tier, the weapons around him bottom tier. Like what could you really expect from him in that situation? So yeah, he ain't played good last year. People were saying, Bailey Zapp. It seemed like when Bailey Zapp played against the Browns, the play calling was way more different than what you saw them. It seemed like the coaching staff didn't have trust in Mac Jones. We had a game on national TV against the Cardinals, who what they finished 3-14.
Oh yeah, they finished cheeks. Yeah,
terrible. They had him throw like 12 screen passes in the whole game. It was a crazy game. They didn't have any faith in Mac Jones, so they're out the building. We got Bill O'Brien back, former OC at Alabama. So hey, it could be up.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out there were obviously rumors going into this off season too that you guys were possibly ready to move on from Mac Jones. Do you feel like as a Patriots fan that's too early to start moving on from him, or are you kind of ready at this point?
It's too early. I feel like rookie season, playoffs, second year, turmoil, still half a game out the playoffs. Give him year 3. You don't deserve year 3. I feel like he deserves a year 3. He's on a rookie deal. What's the rush? I heard Bill Belichick caught wind of Mac Jones asking Bill O'Brien, who was at Alabama at the time, for some help, like running the Patriots offense or whatever. He went outside the building for advice. Basically.
That's a no-no.
I heard. So that's around the time those rumors came out, but I'm pretty sure Mac Jones is going to get a year 3 clean slate.
Yeah, and that's speaking of Bill Belichick, that's kind of a no-no in that organization. I had the first video I did was a Steelers guy, and we were talking about Mike Tomlin and how much he's a cornerstone of that franchise. I don't think there's any more of a cornerstone for y'all current franchise than Bill Belichick, and I feel like as long as you guys do have Bill Belichick, one thing the Patriots will be competitive. You guys aren't going to be bad enough to be bad. Bill Belichick will not allow you to, especially when you're, let's keep 100. You guys dominate the Jets. Even with the bad roster, Bill Belichick gets up for the Jets. So that's at least 2 wins for you guys right there. Like you guys, I believe you held him without a touchdown all last year. Like that whole situation was crazy.
Yeah, he gets up for those.
Yeah, he does.
The game plan is different, completely different.
A Bill Belichick team will have a good defense at the end of the day. That's one thing that we can always trust. But I think if y'all offense can get it going, then you guys might be able to make the playoffs. But like the same problem that like the Steelers do, like I was telling him, the AFC this year is stacked on top of that. And y'all with Aaron Rodgers being added to the East, with that's looking like, you know, I'm hoping you guys don't finish at the bottom this year because you got the worst quarterback in the division.
He's worse than Tua?
If healthy, I think Tua was better. You don't think so? With the weapons he has?
I feel like they're neck and neck.
That's that's up for debate.
I can't definitely say like.
But you got to acknowledge that his weapons are better than yours.
Yeah, he should definitely have a better season than Mac Jones. Mac Jones just on paper should have the worst season of those 4 quarterbacks in the East.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But Bill Belichick, when he's going against the Jets, he's going to coach up the Jets. You know the Dolphins play y'all tough, but you know he's going to get up for it. So as long as you guys have Bill Belichick, which you know I think might be for another couple of years, I think I always give you guys a winning chance. But okay, so that was my next question. How much longer do you think you have Bill Belichick for?
I don't know if you heard there's been a lot of rumors out the Patriots recently, but they said Robert Kraft said last season was unacceptable. So it's kind of like, is Bill Belichick on the hot seat? That it sounds crazy to say.
Have we ever really thought about that? Like that's so hard to say.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it from Robert Kraft's view. Like, okay, we don't hire a traditional OC. We got what they call them, like assistants running it. We did things your way, basically. Now we have the whole media questioning our QB. Patriots aren't in the greatest light right now. It's been a lot of disrespect on or it's not usually like this. Yeah. So I heard they said last season was unacceptable. And with that roster, 9-8, nobody wants to like this the playoffs like that close, but 9-8 ain't terrible, but the standards are higher there. So if they don't get it together this season, Bill Belichick, I know he wants the coach to break the all-time wins record, Shula. That's probably going to take him like 4 or 5 more seasons. But hearing that from about Robert Kraft saying he last season unacceptable, is probably lighting a fire under him or something. I can't imagine him.
I think he's earned the right. He's earned the right to stay. You know,
I can't imagine him leaving on his own, just not on his own accord.
It's the same thing with Mike Tomlin. Those 2 guys have earned the right to walk off in the sunset when they are ready. Because they've earned it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know, as an owner, you're probably frustrated. You want things to turn around. And maybe that's his way of trying to light fires under people's asses. Like, look, we got to get going or somebody's going to get fired. But we'll see what happens. But so that was the 2022 season. So going into this off season, like I said, you guys finished a game above 500, 3rd place in the AFC East. What did you feel like was your biggest need going into the off season? And do you feel like you addressed it via draft and via free agency?
The biggest need, of course, is a wide receiver. Biggest need for sure. Free agency is not done yet. You know they want
the main guys are
You know they want DeAndre Hopkins though.
Yeah. That is a But the thing about it is like, what is going on with that? Like, why haven't they made that move already? Why don't you think Why don't you think he's a Patriot yet? Because they've expressed mutual interest.
Right. All right. So here's my thing. The Patriots want DeAndre Hopkins. They restructured Devontae Parker's contract in order to give them some more money for this year. So I'm pretty sure the whole money side, it's up to Hopkins if he wants to sign right now. Yeah. Because I'm here, Hopkins hasn't been known to practice, and Patriots, the whole organization, like built on Patriot way. Nobody getting treated greater than the other man, the next man. Tom Brady running hills in the offseason, age like 40. So Hopkins don't want to practice. Hopkins probably doesn't want to be in training camp. Hopkins just wants to play. Patriots want Hopkins. Hopkins like, Patriots and Titans want me. But the Chiefs also kind of want me. The Chiefs got to figure out how to get the money. I heard they need to restructure Chris Jones, their D tackle. if they restructure Chris Jones' deal, they have enough money for Hopkins. You would definitely want to play with Patrick Mahomes over Mac Jones or Ryan Tannehill.
You take veteran minimums to play with Patrick Mahomes, and not just Patrick Mahomes, but Andy Reid as well. You take veteran minimums for that.
Yeah, the Chiefs want you. So that's why I think it's on Hopkins. Hopkins could have been a Patriot right now. Mm-hmm. That offer's out there. It's not leaving. Yeah, I think he's waiting for a better situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, Patriots. We didn't draft I don't think we drafted a wide receiver. No, we did. We drafted wide receiver out of LSU. I forget his name. Keyshawn Boot, I believe.
Keyshawn Boot or Boat. Butte, I believe it is called.
Yeah. He was highly ranked. He was highly ranked in college. He had some foot injury, I believe, that kind of held him back towards the later years. Yeah. But he got some good tape. We didn't really address wide receiver though. We pretty much bring back the same guys. So
you guys in this draft went very defensive heavy. Like your first 3 picks were defense. You spent it on cornerback, Christian Gonzalez, who to most, a lot of people had him as the number 1 corner.
I love that pick.
Yeah, as a Giants fan, I was paying attention to corner because that's what we were looking at. And I didn't put Christian Gonzalez on my board because I thought no way he'd fall to where we were at. I didn't even think he was going to fall to where you guys were at. So that's a steal right there. Then you get Keon White, the defensive tackle, the defensive end from Georgia Tech. And then you get Marte Mapu from the linebacker. So you addressed all 3 levels of your defense in the first 3 picks.
Yeah, because the defense is kind of getting older. Devin McCourty, he retired on us.
Mm-hmm.
That was the mainstay back there for 15 plus years. A great safety. He should be a Hall of Famer. But so the whole secondary needs addressed. Christian Gonzalez, I feel like the Patriots probably thinking the same thing you were thinking. Like Christian Gonzalez should be off the board by pick 8 at least.
He was scouted at top 10.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, definitely top 10 prospect. And they probably like pick 15. Yeah, best player available.
17. Yep.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, because Washington picked Emmanuel Forbes.
Yep.
Out of Carolina. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, they kind of fell into their lap. Needed a corner one.
Yeah.
Got one.
And when you can't pass up on a guy like that if he falls to you. Best player available, no matter who's on your board, because you don't expect him to fall that far.
Exactly. And he's super young. He got all the physical tools. He looks fire. Our defense was top 5, I believe, last year.
Your defense is always going to be there because of like we talked about. Bill Belichick will have the defense on lock. Like he will have that on lock. And you guys, the fact that you addressed a new player at every level brings that youth and brings that, the fresh faces that are ready and hungry to play defense. So I definitely could see you guys having a top defense this year.
Right, because it's transition. Like I got some older guys that are about to leave or leaving, bring the young guys in. Get the last years out the older guys. But yeah, I like it, especially the kid from Hawaii, the Mapu pick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a lot of good things about him at camp. So
okay.
But as far as that defense though, that defense scored most of our points last season. The defense scored a good amount of our points last season. So great picks and all that. We have Bill Belichick's a defensive coach. The defense is always going to be there. We need to address the offense more, man.
You can't rely on that.
Yeah, I don't want him being like left in the past, but I feel like the NFL is moving in a whole different. The NFL is moving in a whole different like situation. Like,
yeah, you got to score. You got to score to win the game. You can't rely on low scoring games like the Jets because let's put it like this: the Jets aren't putting up 3 and 6 again. Three runs, three points and 6 points against you guys again. Not with Aaron Rodgers. So you got to be able to score points. So I do feel like this is a make or break year for Mac Jones. Because we talked about Bill Belichick being on a hot seat, Mac Jones is about to be on the hot seat because this is normally year 3 is normally around the time where you see quarterbacks get extended. If he doesn't have a good year, they're not giving him they're not going to extend him. They'll look for the next quarterback.
Yeah.
So
Definitely big year for him.
You guys supplied him with one weapon, which was, the TikTok boy himself, Juju Smith-Schuster. What did you think about that signing? Coming off the Super Bowl, Juju is ready to try to be a number 1 again.
Yeah, Juju. I mean, I feel like he's a slot guy, but I'm hearing some like he could be in the Y or the X or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby Myers replacement. I don't know. He wasn't really that impressive to me last season with Mahomes. He got a ring though. Great for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got hurt towards the later. I feel like as he was like clicking later in the season, then he got
With
hurt
Mahomes
against
and
the
them,
Jags. Yeah, he got hurt against the Jags, and I don't really know what to expect from him. I feel like the floor is at least Jacoby Myers' year last year.
Yeah. It's gonna be, it's gonna be tough, but it would be a nice little combination if you guys did get Hopkins and having Juju as well. I feel like Juju's a good number 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not a good number 1. He can't be, because look at how successful he was in Pittsburgh with Antonio Brown. And then all of a sudden, when he's the guy, he's not able to get that separation and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he'll be a good number 2. But if I was the Patriots, Hopkins would be a priority.
Yeah, it has to be. It's just you can't force that man to sign that deal. And I'm on his side, like, just wait. Just keep waiting. Okay, the Patriots offer on the table. All right, let's sign it. Sign a preseason week 2, week 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. So as a Patriots fan, how did you feel? I'm gonna ask all the Patriots people that I bring on here. How did you feel watching Tom Brady hold that championship up? Did it feel weird for you? What was your mentality? Were you happy for Tom, or?
I was rooting for Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for Tom. Belichick, or people say Belichick always has that saying, better to let somebody go a year early rather than a year late.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like Tom Brady was close to done in his last season with the Patriots. I feel like you try to get AB. That worked for one game. Then he went crazy. Crazy man went crazy.
That's what crazy men do. They go crazy.
Yeah, man. I feel like Tom still had a lot. He got like 3 or 4 more years in him. Belichick didn't give him what he wanted. I mean, how much pay cuts Tom Brady known to take for the Patriots during those Super Bowl years?
He's a standard. He's a standard as far as if you want to win, you need to take a pay cut. That doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, so he's taking so much pay cuts. Allowed y'all to sign Brown, which, they had to let him go quick. So I don't know how that affected the money, but I'm sure it wasn't good. But you guys aren't bringing me talent. You might as well pay me. Like, that's
what were they
fair.
doing with the money? If they it makes me think, like, what were they really doing with the money? Because if Tom's taking a pay cut, where's the money going?
Exactly.
In somebody's pocket. That's where it's going.
There's no weapons out here. Like, what's really going on? Let's talk to Robert. Let's talk to Jonathan. But yeah, I think he let him go too early. It was kind of you don't. The Spurs want to let Tim Duncan walk. So Lakers ain't letting Kobe walk.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make sure Tom Brady has his career in the Patriot jersey, but it didn't work out that way.
Bro,
I was happy. I'm like, yeah, show that man, because I don't know why he didn't pay you.
Yeah, especially and then he goes and wins the Super Bowl and throws it in your face.
And we get Cam Newton.
Yeah, Scam Newton. Dude, look, me, Rob, Josh is coming on here next to talk about the Patriots. We're all in the group chat, so it's like, dude, we know. Cam gets ripped every time. We know how it is.
We get an aged Cam Newton. Dom, that was the most trying year for me as a football fan.
Oh, that's a very test. That'd be testing.
Those
for me. That's Joe Judge for me, because I was on the verge of, like, I don't want to do this shit no more.
Dom, those games were crazy. I remember he had one against the Cardinals. I think he threw for like 34 yards. It was. I'm just like, wow.
Dude, you should get 34 yards off of one play. Like, yeah, that's.
But like, our defense is too good for us to like even tank. Like, oh man, I believe that team went 500. But
yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I can imagine how trying that is, man. Like I said, as a Giants fan, I feel your pain, man. So the next question, got about 2 more for you. Breakout player going into 2023. You tell me yours for your team, and I'll tell you who I think needs to have a big year for you guys. Now, breakout player doesn't necessarily have to mean a young player, because sometimes when you mention a veteran, they're kind of like, well, he already broke out. But which player has to have that kind of season to be for the Patriots to be successful this year?
I feel like I'm gonna go with my boy Kyle Duggar, the safety. I feel like we touched on it previous with Devin McCourty retiring. We need another captain of another voice back there. Kyle Duggar, he's electric on the field. I mean, if you a Patriots fan, you know, he pops up on the field. He shows out. I feel like he's the player that's closest to feeling like a breakout type of like he's the closest to me. Like I would rather some other players, but I feel like Kyle Duggar is like the closest to actually breaking out, like being a name on Sundays for real.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the obvious choice would be Mac Jones. That's the obvious choice. We already talked about that. But a player that I actually really like for you guys, I think needs to have. He was showing signs last year was Stevenson.
Ramondre?
Yeah, Ramondre was having some, and I know he got a little banged up towards the end of the season. But with the system that you guys were running last year, there was games where he was eating. And he was having himself a good year. And then, like I said, he got a little banged up, and you know that'll take away from your carries and whatnot. Normally, you don't say, you know, a running back needs to be a breakout player, but I think he needs to have a continuation of the season he had last year. What do you think about him as a player?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's I feel like he was definitely cooking. I think middle of the season, later towards the season, he got banged up and all, but he also had some fumble issues as well. And you know, playing for the Patriots, they had a guy run for 200 yards. He fumbled once. He got sent out the building the next day. So you don't really want to fumble there. He fumbled. We had the Bengals on the ropes. And he fumbled on the goal line against them. So it's all about confidence with running backs.
That's true,
especially him.
But and the guys in front of you, you got to have good blocking to be able to be a successful running back in the NFL.
Right. They try to shape up the whole line through free agency and the drafts as well. So yeah, it should be him. I mean, he's not just a running back either. He's probably third on our team in targets at least.
That was what I was going to say. He was surprised. Yeah. He was a surprise as far as out of the backfield receptions because I didn't expect him to catch as well as he did as far as and to get as many targets as he did out of the backfield. And if you have a running back that can go to the flat, that's your check down for your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That gives your quarterback enough time to scan the field. And then if there's nothing open, you have that safety blanket to check it down, knowing you're still going to get something rather than nothing. But he was surprising last year with that. I didn't expect that.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely expecting big things from Stevenson. As far as the other running backs back there, it's definitely he should be a workhorse, like 3 down. There's not much behind them. We got some young guys, but they don't usually bring in those young running backs. Like Stevenson popped off his second year, and that wasn't really expected. But they tried the James Robinson thing as well, but I believe they cut him earlier into camp. So Stevenson's job, he could perform.
Yeah. All right. So, what are your realistic expectations going into 2023?
Yeah. Fortunately, I was trying my best, Dom. I came out here at the start. I'm like, yeah, we had a playoff team. Just don't forget that. Whatever happened in Vegas, but you reminded me. Aaron Rodgers is in the division. Dolphins got Ramsey. The Bills own us. I'm expecting 4th place.
4th place finish?
I'm expecting 4th place. I'm expecting 4th place, maybe 3rd. I don't see I believe the AFC East brought in. No, they almost brought 2 teams to the playoffs last year. AFC is stacked.
Yeah, it's stacked.
Every other division, I think every team has at least 3 teams for case for the playoffs. Every other division. I mean, I don't think we're one of them.
I'm looking up your strength of schedule. Let me see where you guys are actually at. You guys actually have the easiest schedule in the league.
For real?
Yeah, because you got to realize. Because you got to realize how the rules work, right? With the new scheduling rules, you have to realize you play a 3rd place schedule this year. So because you guys finished in 3rd place last year, every team that finished in 3rd place, that's a non-division or your conference, like because you'll play a certain division every year. So those extra games are other 3rd place teams. Okay. So they're saying that you guys have the easiest schedule. So maybe a 500 finish isn't out of the window, but the biggest thing for you guys is you're going to have to win division games.
Yeah. Like I said, the Bills on us. The Bills, they were waiting for that moment Tom Brady got out that building. Because it has been straight bloodshed since they don't hold nothing back.
But at the same time too, I'm gonna get our boy Eric on here if he's interested to come talk about the Bills. They haven't really taken a step forward either. So who's to say y'all might split with them? Because every division game is very pivotal because that's like 2 losses.
Yeah, they come into Gillette and they spank us a lot. But the Week 18 game.
You see me? Yo. A little technical difficulty. I could cut this. See if I can get him back. Yo, can you see me? Yo. Yo, Rob, you there? Yo. You able to get back in? Yo, can you hear me? This could all be cut, no problem. Yo, Rob, you here? Yo, yo. Yo, what up? Yo. Yo, can you hear me? Yo. Yo, you able to get back in? Can you hear me? Yo, I cannot hear you. Yo, you hearing me? Can you hear me? Yo. Oh, I can't hear you. Yo. Yo, yo. I don't know why I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Are you able to get back in or not?
Yeah, I'm refreshing the thing right now.
I can.
It's not letting me enter the studio.
Okay, let me resend the link real quick.
All right.
Because like I said, we're wrapping up for the most part anyway. Like I said, all this could be edited because it's still recording. I can edit all this out, no problem. Because like I said, also with the other guys coming in, it's gonna be a whole bunch of back and forth type stuff anyway. So I just resent the link. Let me know if you can get back in. If you can't, I think we got good enough footage to move on. But let me know if you can get back in.
All
right, I just sent it. All right.
I'm back.
You good. There you go. Like I said, all this could be edited. You know what I'm saying? Because especially with this video, I'm bringing in, like I said, I got 2 other Patriots fans that want to come talk. So it's going to be a longer video because the Patriots are more of a popular team. So it's going to be a bunch of same type questions edited from person to person. So it's not like the same repetitive questions getting asked over and over.
Cool.
But yeah, so basically where we were at was your realistic expectations going into 2023.
Yeah, I mean, you know, on paper, everybody looks great. Everybody can make a case, but maybe they can luck in 7th seed. Peak is 7th seed. Realistic, I'm thinking we're probably gonna be picking top 15.
Top 15
in the draft. Yeah. But hey, as long as we take some strides, hopefully Mac Jones has a good year. If not, they're gonna start looking at QB. Yeah, defense should perform. We're just always gonna question the offense because we're gonna be. You said we got a dirt play schedule, but you know we see teams like the Bills, the Jets, the Dolphins twice a year. We have to at least score more than 24.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at, I mean, even though you guys got the easiest schedule, you look at some teams like that's an easy win, but some teams are looking at you guys like that should be easy win. You know what I'm saying? Like we're going against you guys this year, which that should be fun. You know, me and you like to talk our shit with the New York, Boston type shit. I actually, no lie, when I'm gonna make my Giants season prediction, I actually think you guys are gonna be a trap game for us this year. I think, and I have. Because I'm trying to be as fair as I can. I'm going to have the Giants winning the game that they shouldn't because they do that every year. And I'm going to have them losing a game that they shouldn't. I'm actually going to have you guys beating us this year. I'm not going to lie.
It's in Gillette, right?
I believe so.
It should be in Gillette this year.
That's what I'm saying. So, and Bill Belichick likes to play the Giants as well. So I think that could be a game that we kind of underestimate you guys. And then we end up taking the L. So when I have my season schedule, that's one of the games I'm definitely putting down as a loss.
I appreciate that.
And then put a smile to your face. I see you. You're like, hell yeah. But it don't mean that.
Don't think.
That
means you ain't gonna catch the slander if you get
it's
that
on
win.
video. No, it's already on video. Me admitting defeat. But if we beat your ass, I'm still talking shit.
All right, just know we still win. You know, I'm still gonna talk my talk.
Oh, that's fine. And I'm gonna preference that. But I already told you that was gonna happen.
Yeah. We just gonna throw that to the side.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, because the Giants do that. And the Patriots are that type of team. When I'm looking at the Giants schedule, that they are a team. It's going to be a trap game for us, especially where we play you guys in the middle of the season. I definitely think you guys are going to beat us. So, and if we beat you guys, great. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, everything's victim to a trap game. Like we had Chicago in our building Monday Night Football.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had Bailey's up.
And you couldn't come in the chat.
Back. Yeah. It got terrible. Justin Fields looking like I don't know what, man. He looked like Lamar Jackson MVP.
Yeah. And it's got, you know, it sucks the most, man, because like I said, we're in that group chat, which we've all been in for years. The majority of people from Chicago, it sucks losing to them. It really does.
Oh yeah.
That's why when Miami beat the Bulls, I talk so much shit.
You gotta get it out. Cause you know they gonna you know stick to the memo. Oh, we suck anyways. Oh, it don't matter. But let them catch one on you. Yeah, let them catch one. Oh boy, you're getting tagged. You're getting tagged.
Especially Ant. Who I'm having on the channel tomorrow. Especially Ant.
Yeah, he gonna let you know. That's for sure.
Ant will come in, like, especially when y'all were going back and forth with the Nets and Bulls. You couldn't. He got up. He got up for y'all.
I got him at the end. I got him at the end of that Big Three era. I got him at the end. But
he did. I'll never forget when you impersonated his voice. That shit floored me.
Oh, we got some classic ones in there, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a good time, man. I'm excited for fall season. I know you are too, man. But is there anything else about your Patriots that you would like to mention? Anything at all?
I want y'all fantasy footballers to really look out for Hunter Henry this year. I want y'all to look out for Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki if you need some bye week options, touchdowns. It seems like Mac and Gesicki got some good chemistry. So if you need a bye week filler, I ain't telling you draft him in the first 8 rounds. But if you in a league with me and that's what you want to do, I'll gladly watch you do that. But if you need a bye week filler, whatever, watch the Patriots tight ends.
So it seems like the move would be if any of those guys are in waivers after the draft, scoop them up immediately because your ass is going for them. Yeah, okay. I got you. I'll edit that out. But yeah, man.
I'll leave it with one. Just know that.
Yeah, man. But look, man, this was a great time, man. Glad I got one of the bros up here, man. You're the first of the fellas, man, the guys that have been on here, man. Look forward to having you guys on here a lot more. This was a good time. And all right, man, I appreciate each and every person for watching this video, man. Is there anything you got going on? You want to tell them where they can find you at? What do you have going on? Let them know.
Hey, man, you could just find me on Facebook, Rob Watts, if you want to talk some sports. But we got to tell them about, y'all don't know, the Ace was the first one to really talk to people about Patrick Mahomes.
That's right.
Out of Texas Tech. He was the first one to let everyone know. He was even so crazy. First year in our fantasy league, this man drafts Mahomes first round with another QB. He picked Lamar Jackson.
And Lamar.
he said, listen, I got my toy. I got my shiny toy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all come for the MVP. Because Mahomes ain't going nowhere.
See, that would have worked because, look, I'm in so many leagues, and this is going to be a separate clip where I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes because, look, I called Patrick Mahomes before he even threw a pass in the NFL because I remember vividly I sent those Texas Tech highlights before when he got drafted and he's sitting. I was like, yo, this man is next. This man is next. And I get to be one of the only people that say, yo, Pat was coming. But y'all phased me out. Y'all blocked me out of my strategy where I was trying to draft because Lamar had fell. And I was like, I'm in so many other leagues. It's a small money leagues. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take a chance.
Yeah.
Let me get Lamar and try to flip him, and the whole league phased me out. So y'all some bastards, man. Hey,
we saw what was coming.
They
too experienced for that one.
It would have worked. It would have worked in the lesser league, but everybody knows their sports. So I give y'all that one.
You're the first one to call out Mahomes. So that's good. A lot of people try to say they were, but they don't have receipts. You actually got receipts.
And that's why
we've been talking 10 plus years. We know what's going on.
My man. That's why when I started this channel, I'm like, I need all the receipts. You know what I'm saying, on Patrick Mahomes, man. So look, man, but I appreciate you, man. Definitely check out my boy Watts, big time Patriots fan, man. Thank you all for tuning in to the Ace Avenue. Like I said, 2 teams down. I'm gonna be having a couple other people on here talking about the Patriots as well. Be putting it all in one big ass video because the Patriots fans are deep. You know what I'm saying? So they all want to come on here and talk about it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. This is video 2. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when I'm gonna drop it, but yeah, it's gonna be legit. But as always, guys, man, appreciate you guys for tuning into the Ace Avenue. I am yours true to the Ace. Adios.
Peace.